Bonjour.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Breaking Bread, Birmingham-based food podcast. I'm Liam, one half of the Breaking Bread team. This is presented usually by me and my food-obsessed mate Carl. Chatting the other day, we were saying this is probably the longest we've gone in years without seeing each other. And definitely the longest it's been in a few years since we've went to a restaurant and eaten together. Hope everyone's safe, well, staying sane. Glad to have you here with us. Thank you to everyone who listened to our last episode with Mark and Alan from NCAS. Really good episode. Had a lot of great feedback about that episode. Hopefully there were some nice bits in there for a lot of you street food traders and mobile traders and members of NCAS. So that was awesome. Obviously, if you didn't hear it, you can just go back onto the last episode and listen. All the episodes are up there and they stay up there on obviously Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from. Today's episode is with Mary's Cupcakes. Now Mary is on I'd say one woman mission, but it's kind of a family effort to bring a treat day to families all over Birmingham, really. If you don't know who she is yet, the best way to find out who Mary is just go over to her Instagram and watch her stories. They're brilliant. She is hilarious. She's awesome. And she just makes the most wonderful, crazy cakes and treats and stuff like that. We met because I'm actually a customer. I always make sure I try and get down to the market. I've ordered quite a few in the lockdown. Mary's Cupcakes, they just radiate happiness, and one of the things I've liked doing during lockdown is actually ordering some for some of my family. I know how happy that would make them, so it's a nice little bringing a bit of happiness. And yeah, she says her mission is to bring treat day for the whole family, and I really believe that she's achieving that. She's doing some awesome things, as well as bringing just treat days to normal families. She's doing something incredible at the minute. She's bringing treat days to the NHS. We talk about it a little bit in the episode, but she actually has a link on her website where you can donate a few quid, big or small, doesn't matter, it all adds up. And then she's donating some of her boxes of brownies to the hospitals, so the NHS staff can have a nice cup of tea and sit down and have a brownie. God, they deserve it, don't they? So that's a really nice thing to be doing. If you look in the show notes, there's a link for that, so you can just go and donate. You don't have to buy anything off the website. I would if I was you, because it's delicious, but you don't have to. You could just, if you want to just go on and donate, you can do that. But it's really worth doing. It's something really nice that she's doing for NHS staff, and she's quite inspirational, really. She's got 4 kids and a very busy business. So we talk a little bit about obviously her mad creations and how she got started. We talk a little bit about social media and how she finds that, because she's really good on social media. And we talk about a little bit about being a parent and still having to work in all this madness. We talk about like baking with kids. She actually gives us a nice little gingerbread recipe, so we can have a go at baking Mary's gingerbread at home. If you have kids, that'd be a good thing to do. Get them all messy and get some delicious gingerbread men out of it. Yeah. So it's a really great episode, and it's one I'm really happy that we managed to get made. The sound quality is not 100%. It's not the usual kind of thing, but it's all remotely, so it's hard at the minute to get things exactly as they are. Normally we're in a studio, 2 studio quality mics, so at the minute we're just doing laptop to laptop. It's not the same, but I'm hoping you get the gist of it, and it's all good. It's still good to listen to. So I hope you enjoy this little happy episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Mary's Cupcakes. I just want to start, really, if you could just, obviously I'll introduce you, and then if you just tell us a bit about yourself and how you kind of got started as Mary's Cupcakes.
Oh God, it's a long story. So basically, about 10 years ago, maybe longer than that, probably about 10, 11 years ago, I started. I used to work at the College of Food originally, and I used to do academic support work. And I used to just bake as on the side, and I used to go to vintage fairs.
Yeah.
And so back then, I used to sell cakes at the Great Western Arcade once a month, and the Square um, at the Birmingham Museum. And then from that, it kind of developed, and I went to open a shop in the Great Western Arcade. Basically, I fell pregnant, so kind of everything just kind of was on hold. So within that time, though, I had my first child. Then after I had her, 5 months later, I found out I was pregnant again. And then, so basically, though, I had like 4 children in 3.5 years. So I did no baking, nothing. And then my last two were
And you didn't
twins.
really have the time to open a shop.
No, everything just that little dream, it kind of in a way disappeared. And I used to just do the odd cake here and there, but nothing. And it's nice being at home with your kids. But then when I had my twins, when they were about 18 months, I just felt like I just wanted to do something for myself again. So I contacted the people who I used to do markets with, Bert and Gertz. I don't know if you know Mark and Jason.
I don't know actually. No, I never come across them.
No, they're another family company, two brothers. And yeah, they just started small and have really developed. So, but from that, they were doing one in Sutton, which wasn't too far away for us. And I started, doing 2 markets a month in Sutton Coldfield. And that's how I just started again.
Did you know that like your cakes will? Because like there's quite a few people listening who bake all the time, but they probably wouldn't dream of selling them. Like, did someone say to you, "Oh, you should sell these," or did you just know you should do it anyway? Did you know you that they were awesome, or
Yeah, no, to be honest, I didn't know if it was going to sell or not. I just knew that I enjoyed baking. Um, it was just something that I've always wanted to do. So I just one day rocked up at the market. I had 12 different flavoured cupcakes, one Rocky Road flavour and one brownie. And that was it. I had this little table, had my bunting out, and just wanted to see how it would go. It wasn't a business to make money, to be honest, at first. It was just something for me to get out. Because, like, when you're at home stuck with the kids, I think your daily routine is talking to the other mums at the school.
yeah,
So, and it just became one of those where me and Shane, because originally, like, Shane came with me the first time, and then he just stuck around, and then he enjoyed it, and we had that time together, and we used to call it date day.
Shane's your
Uh,
husband, not just some
yeah,
random.
Shane. I automatically think everyone who knows who Shane is. But he started helping me, and then it just kind of just developed from there. I don't know. Well, you've seen my website. I've got no filter on what should I make or how much should I make. I just do it, and that's how. To be honest, that's how the business has been built. Really, I've just enjoyed baking and enjoyed mixing different flavors up and experimenting. Or sometimes it's just been my like pure enjoyment of eating, and I'm just thinking, oh God, I fancy that. So I just bake it.
How did you get
And
started in Redditch?
so Reddit, Mark and Jason from Bert and Gertz, they run the one in Redditch. And they said to me, oh, why don't you just come along to it? And I was just like, oh God, that's so, it just felt so far away. and but it just ended up being really good. And I think I think what's worked for me is that I love talking to the customers. I've built
Yeah.
those relationships up with the customers, and it's become, see, the whole point of it really for me is it is a treat day, for the whole family, and that's like kind of our way forward really. I found that people started bringing their partners, their whole family. Everybody wanted to pick something different, and that's how it's kind of expanded. And what worked in Sutton worked in Redditch as well. And then people just love the whole menu. I get messages.
I was going to say maybe we should talk about what you sell, but it's that difficult because it's so varied. Obviously, you got awesome brownies, but then there's just mad creations that I don't think I've ever seen anywhere else. But they're
Oh,
awesome. Like they're really good. I think what did I have before? Like a Biscoff. It was like cornflake cake on the bottom, and then it had like marshmallow, and then like a Biscoff sauce or something on it. It was brilliant.
oh, that's the goo cup.
Yeah, the goo cup. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, incredible.
That actually was just I became really obsessed with marshmallow fluff and loved making it. And then the caramel, that was just an accident with the cornflake. And then I was just thinking, oh, should I just make that into a cup? And what about if I filled it? That's it, really. Just, yeah, I made it for myself and then I had extra.
I get the impression that you take them to the market in the hope of selling them, obviously. But if you don't, you're not too disheartened because you'll probably eat them anyway.
Yeah, it's terrible.
You have a lot of repeat customers, obviously. You obviously have the loyalty cards, and you always post the ones that get filled and stuff. You have a massive following, don't you?
Yeah, you know what? I'm really, really lucky that I've got amazing customers. They've been so supportive and they give me really good feedback. And yeah, it's like I said, I think I've just built that relationship up with them that, that I appreciate them, but they appreciate what I bake for them. So it's a working partnership.
Yeah, two-way street, definitely. Did you must be? This might be obvious, but you must be missing them now in the current climate, obviously with no markets going on.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm finding it really hard. Um, like we've had to change our business model really because like when I'd go to a market, I would just bake whatever I wanted to bake. Now I have to be more selective, and I try and minimise the menu even now, and it's just really hard because I know my regular customers, a lot of I know what they like. It's really bad. I know what they like, and I'm like, oh, but I know such and such likes this, and I know that family likes that, and so it has. I think, yeah, like last week, it just became very difficult because I'm seeing it seems like the way forward, what a lot of people are doing is just doing a mixed box of 6 brownies or blondies or mixing brownies with cookies and just doing a standard box. And for me, the way I've built the business, it's just not what who I am really. And I still want to include everything what my customers like, and yeah, I've just found it very hard and
Yeah, I see what
stressful.
you mean. Yeah, because I think for simplicity and with the online ordering, like a mixed box of six is just seems to be the standard easy way of doing things. But it's
Yeah,
half of the fun of Mary's cupcakes is the kind of craziness of it.
yeah.
But you still managed to do the Easter egg, the half Easter egg brownie things they were awesome. So there was 3 flavors, but not what were the flavors again?
the Biscoff, and I did the Nutella with the hazelnut white chocolate, and then I did the Malteser with the cookie dough Malteser as well, and the brownie. I
Insane.
couldn't think then.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, do you know what though? All those just well, actually, I think you visited that day when I said to you I decided to make half eggs at like 12 o'clock at night before the market. I did the caramel ones. And so yeah, so these ones were just like I just wanted to just do some for Easter, and then I just had so many people asking me if I was still doing them, and to be honest, I still get messages asking me if they're still available,
I'm not surprised.
and yeah, so it is really nice, and like the smash egg, that was something I created last year, going on the whole obsession with marshmallow fluff.
I think it was that egg last year that where I found you. Actually, somebody reposted that video of you that marshmallow
Yeah.
filled cream egg brownie inside a whole Easter egg, and I was like, "Who is this? I need to see more of this." I think that's where the first time I kind of come across you on Instagram.
Yeah.
So you said obviously we can't do the markets anymore. So you've set up online. Was that something you always wanted to do, or was it just something that
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. Well, we was already in the process of setting online up. And basically in March we were going to the NEC for 4 days, and that's when we was going to launch it all and just and do these brownie boxes. And I just want the idea really was just to do this subscription box once a month or like a one-off purchase. And but with everything happening, we just yeah, everything just changed really. So we added more brownies on the site, and added the treat boxes, and yeah. So from there, it's just it's like I said, it's been really overwhelming, and really lovely the support that everyone's given us really.
It goes back to that two-way street. I mean, there's a lot of people just who aren't having the best of times, and then they receive a box of brownies, and it just makes their whole week. you know,
Yeah. Do you know what though? You know what's really nice to say, especially like currently, is how many people are buying boxes for other people and just
I
wanting
think that's
like
half.
nice little messages in.
Yeah, that's half the joy of it as well. Like, I mean, I got some for my cousin there last week, and
Yeah.
he was over the moon with it. I got some for my sister for Easter, and she loved them. And I think that's half the joy. It's just I know I know what you deliver, and that's a little box of happiness to someone. So I'm going to share that with someone else. You know.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm glad.
While we're on that kind of thought process, I'd like to talk a little bit about something amazing that you were doing with the NHS. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Oh God, that's like my little baby. That is. It's I get really excited actually just baking for them. But that started from our customers. And one of our customers, they just wanted to buy just a box of four for their friend who's a nurse. And then we were like, oh, that's just so nice. So we kind of added two boxes on top of that. And then somebody else wanted to give somebody else some brownies, and then it just kind of just developed really. So we were just donating like 2 to 3 large boxes, to like the different hospitals. So it started off like we donated to like Heartlands, to Sandwell, yeah, Good Hope. And then we sent some in the post to New Cross, Russell's Hall, and we sent some to like George Eliot, and it just just kind of carried on. And then it was just so much. We just wanted to keep on doing it. And a customer of ours, she wanted to order 10 large boxes for Good Hope. And you know what? I wanted to be able to just say to her, I can give you all those 10 boxes, you know? But all we could donate at the time was like the 3 large boxes, and she did pay for the other 7. From there, it just kind of pinged in our minds. Well, actually, I reckon people want to donate and or just give a little treat and everything to the NHS. So that's how the donation page started, and and they just appreciate it so much. Because can you imagine working all day in the PPE, that constant, they don't get no let up or anything. And the feedback we were getting back was that once they could have a break, have a cup of tea or a coffee, they just wanted something sweet, a little sugar rush. And it just that's how it all developed, really. So that's how the whole bringing treat day to the NHS started
That's
from
amazing.
our customers.
So there's an actual donate page on your website, isn't there? So
There is, yeah. And what we've done is that there's 2 parts. So what we've tried to do is keep everyone updated. So there's a part, the first part is we've kind of explained how it all started, and then we've updated to the second part now, how it's just kept on growing. We raised £670 altogether so far. We've been able to donate 27 boxes, and we can still donate even more. So it's just really nice. It's just something just nice to do.
it's nice for us as well to be able to donate and then the thought that you are giving something back as well. Because when
Yeah,
we're clapping on a Thursday, a lot of time you just feel helpless, don't you? You're like, well, I can't do anything for these great people that are doing so much for us. So this is
yeah,
one way we can do something, just
yeah.
donate a little box.
Because that's it. Because we wanted to set it up that you didn't have to buy something off my website. You don't have to, ever buy anything. But if you wanted to just donate a couple of pounds, how much, whatever you wanted to donate towards it, it all goes to, do you know what I mean, the same cause, and it's what anybody can afford, really. But because I see a lot of different there's all different charities out there and things, but the one thing that I knew I could do is bake.
Yeah,
So if I can bake, I've got no problem baking all day, and then sending them out.
and all night, midnight.
Oh God, yeah, I do a lot of, especially now because of the kids being at home. I do a lot of late night baking.
How does Shane react to all of this?
Oh, he just loves my ideas.
Does he?
He's sitting right next to me.
I know that's why.
That's my normal position, sitting right next to her.
I
Oh,
can just
you love
imagine the
it, don't you?
conversation, like when you're
I do.
like, when you're like, Shane, I've got this idea. It might be a bit mad. I'm going to make a right mess with the kitchen. What do you think? And Shane just
Like, the
rolls
mess in
the
the
eyes.
kitchen standard. Whether she's baking for normal or crazy.
It's when I say to him, Shane, I've been thinking.
Yeah, because going back to those eggs you mentioned earlier, the egg-tastic eggs, literally that was something we sat there. One customer asked, "Oh, could you post them?" And we went, "Don't know." And then next thing, we're looking online for packaging, and within 24 hours, we posted them on our website, and we've sold out. And it just happens sometimes that way. And normally Mary's the ideas person, and I'm the person who sort of helps it happen.
Yeah,
That's
because
my role.
I couldn't do none of this without Shane. He does all the admin, and he actually just puts all my crazy ideas into
Reality.
a reality.
Good team.
Because do you know what we've? I don't know if I should be saying this on the podcast, but we have this shower room, and we've converted it into another little kitchen. And when I was telling Shane about that idea,
Oh yeah, I
so
can imagine
and
that.
that's what he's done. Like on his, he had last week off, and he's stripped it and done it. He's made it into a reality. So we've got 2 little kitchens now.
It was just like going to Disney, wasn't it?
I don't know where you find the time. Whatever it is, really, just must be so busy all the time. I mean, it's weird to think about getting back to normal now, but will you still be doing the home deliveries when things do get somewhere near normal again? Or
I'm not sure really. Maybe I think because I've just got that feeling that this is going to be going on for a long time, and I don't think like markets will be open for ages really. So yeah, so I think we'll just carry on doing the home deliveries and carry on with the website.
yeah, looking at other countries that they're opening slowly, and there's just seem to be kind of insisting still on a 2 meter rule. So I'm not
Yeah,
really sure how it's. They're not going to really want crowds kind of
yeah.
gathering around
I think
markets.
the only thing, the only way I think we could do it is do like a click and collect service. Do it that way, that everything's pre-packed, and then people just literally come into the if we did the store did open again, um, that they would literally just come in to pick up their order and go, which
Yeah,
places do that now anyway.
but I think as well, people's like customers' mentalities have changed as well. So we're a lot more like accepting of that kind of standard now. Like everyone accepts that the normal is different than it used to be, and that's just the way it's going to be. So
It's just going to be. I think we just have to adapt with the times and just see what comes along. Who would have ever thought like 4 weeks ago, how things would change so much.
yeah, not me anyway. I didn't really think this was going to get like this.
No, no, but at the end of the day, as long as people are safe, um, as a business, we just have to, like I said, just adapt with the times, find new strategies. Maybe if customers understand, maybe we just have to change things differently until things can settle down.
Yeah, I think you were quite fast in adapting Mary's Cupcakes, and I think you'll be all right, to be honest.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. We just thought we was gonna have like a complete lockdown, didn't we?
Yeah. We thought we're going to get locked down, so we might as well have a couple of weeks of deliveries until
Yeah.
we do, and then yeah.
Just seems to have like we've had the last 2 weeks, like the last 2 weeks off from deliveries because we're just waiting to put everything on the website because it, like I said, it's completely different. Like when you're on working on a market, people would just rock up to the market, look at everything, select what they wanted, and that was it. We just had to box it up and take payment. And usually I'd have some kind of random chat with them. But like now, everything's done because we've done everything through Instagram and Facebook, which have been brilliant. But it's been so time consuming. Like in the end, I was baking, Shane was answering all the messages, and then you have to, you know, either people want to know exactly what they are, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to people knowing what I do, and they we've like over the last 4 weeks we've had like a load of new customers, and they're not sure what we do, So that needs to be explained. But because everything's kind of seems really fast paced, and there's a lot to explain usually on my menu, that it was very hard for us. But we found that if we can get every product on my website and do home, people just go on there, click what they want, home deliveries will be a lot more easier.
Yeah,
So, but
definitely.
we'll see. I'll smile, have a laugh, and see what happens. And then think of a new idea for Shane.
I'm quite glad you mentioned social media because if people's listening and they're not following you on Instagram, they need to go and follow you on Instagram because it's brilliant. It's absolutely hilarious.
I know I need to get 10,000 to become one of these influencers. It's like everything in life, it swings and roundabouts. And to be honest, if you have got thousands and thousands, sometimes you can lose that connection with people. I know a majority of them are people who do order from us, which is lovely.
I would much rather have like 1,000 followers than like 900 of them been really engaging and like you have chats with daily or they like all your stuff or they drop you a little comment or a little emoji or something than have like
Yeah,
20,000 followers and only have like 20 people engaged. Like that,
yeah,
I don't see the
yeah,
point in that. It's like there's a book, like 1,000 true fans or something, and it's something like you only need like 1,000 real followers to make
yeah.
anything a success. And I always try and live by that. Like
It's true though, and we believe that.
I feel like what you do on Insta is more like really authentic. Like it's. I don't feel like there's any. There's definitely no filter. And I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Did you have any training, like, or did you read any up on like Instagram or social tips or anything? Or
What, on social tip? No, I can remember when I first opened my account, and then it was like all about the whole, hashtagging and stuff like that. But the rest of it, I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to be me, who I am. Sometimes I overshare. And then I think, God, I'm a business. I should be more business like. And then I think, do you know what? I enjoy social media. I enjoy, the customers are brilliant. I love the banter. Poor Shane gets loads of loads of. I think everyone feels sorry for Shane on Instagram, actually.
I feel a bit sorry for Shane on Instagram.
Thanks, Leah.
I can't remember, but I can't remember what was it. And you messaged me going, "Oh, I feel sorry for Shane."
Probably when I was still delivering at 9 o'clock at night.
I think it was actually. I think it was when you were still delivering. Like there's loads of times I think, gosh, I feel so bad for Shane. If I drunk and I live nearby, I'd be taking him for a beer.
Sounds like a plan.
But no, I think your Instagram's brilliant. And I think, do you know what? It really like your whole. It matches your. I don't know if you matched your brand with your Instagram or if it's just. I think it's more that it's naturally that they're aligned. I think it's joyful. It's happy.
Do you know, like every decision we've made is purely on what we like as yeah, like I imagine myself as a customer. I'm not always going to please everybody, but the design of my M is just the way I sign my name, and that's how it all kind of came about. The pink box, I've just always wanted a pink
Oh,
box.
the pink box.
Oh yeah, we've had many discussions over the pink box. But I was like, imagine that pink box on the side of your work counter. Every time you passed it, you just want to eat more brownie.
It's like a beacon for brownies. It's there. You can't miss it.
No, and that's the whole, the whole idea of treat day is we're always trying to look after, our weight and just be more healthy and mindful. But you always want a treat, and you know, like in the past, I've always been on some kind of diet or um wanted, I could easily sit there and eat a whole pack of biscuits, just like eat, be like nothing. And then when I'd be on a diet, it all stemmed from that really, where I just wanted, if I was going to eat a cake, I wanted to eat a proper cake with butter. What I didn't want no margarine or artificial stuff. I wanted butter in it, and but it was a treat. I didn't want to have to eat, like a whole packet, which I can eat a whole pack. But if I was going to waste those calories, I just wanted it to be something worthwhile. And that's how the whole idea, I wanted it to come across to the customers.
And it definitely does, yeah. And it feels like it's for the whole family as well. Like it's fun for the kids, and it's a treat day for all of us, really. Not just
Yeah, like I have families who come, and even their kids are, are not young. They're not young anymore, but it's become like a family experience for them. And you know, no, when they all come together, it's really nice to see. Or like couples, and they bring like their mom and dad. It's lovely. So sound like a
yeah,
proper brummie then, lovely.
lovely. Do you bake with the kids much, or?
I do, yeah. Well, if they haven't like tested me. But no, I do like to bake with the kids. Um, it just it varies, especially with the four of them, because they'll just end up fighting most of the time, or I have to like pair them up now. So the two, yeah, I have to pair them up. But like I found homeschooling really hard, like really, really hard to teach them really. So I'm more of a practical person. So baking has just helped me. Um, from we've like talked about different ingredients. We do weighing and measuring. From even like just trying to get them to read part of a recipe, or those kind of things, and then being able to incorporate like the twins into it. So I found that going down that route has helped me so much more.
Yeah, when you think about it, there's loads. I mean, if you have digital scales, I've been trying to get Neve to read digital numbers just so
Yeah,
she can get used to seeing it and seeing digital timers and scales. So when you think about it, baking has got quite a few kind of life skills in there, really, isn't it?
it
But
has,
good for the
yeah.
kids. What kind of things would you bake?
So usually we'll bake like they for some reason they're just obsessed with gingerbread man. They just want to cook. If I ask them now, what do you want to cook? They'll go gingerbread man for some reason all year round. But no, we cook like cookies, gingerbread men. We'll do cupcakes, ice. I'll show them how to do the icing, or we'll just focus on certain things. Because like kids, they haven't got a very good attention span, so you need to do quick things, quick and easy. Just keep it to about 4 or 5 ingredients the most.
You don't want the
Um,
bread proving somewhere over there for half hour or any of
yeah.
that
but
malarkey.
you know, what I find really helps. Don't use a mixer. Don't use a
Yeah,
mixer with them. Get them to mix it because they
yeah, just
love
get
getting
messy.
messy.
Yeah.
They love getting messy. It's really good, and then you can just go along and mix it and combine it together for them. But it's all part of the process, and they appreciate it more. I find.
Yeah, I find the same as well. Definitely, that it's kind of half the fun is getting messy. I thought.
Yeah, I believe in it because sometimes it's like as much as you can be clean and tidy. When you're a kid, you know, those are the best times.
Well, if it's not fun, they're just not interested, are they? Really, like.
No. But it's like I made cookies with them a few days ago. And then like so like one of my twins, she likes to get messy, but she decides to get all the flour and just
Like it
tipped it.
messy. She just is messy. Doesn't matter what she does. She can stand in a
Yeah.
vacuum and look messy.
She's like, yeah, like we call her a bit of a hippie child, don't we? But she just put all the flour on the work surface and decided to experiment. Like, oh, if I blew this, what would happen? Then she ended up just sticking her face in the whole flour. But do you know what though? I just thought to myself, when will you ever do that in life?
It's true.
When you're older, people are telling you what you can and can't do. So do you know what? She needs to experience it. She needs to know what it does. But then saying that, my other twin, he doesn't like getting messy, does he?
No, not at all.
So all this, has helped him overcome. Like they're only 3, but he's got like phobias of touching things already. So when we bake with him, he's overcome those. So it swings around a bit, it can work both ways really.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not one for school at all. To be honest, I don't think the education system really. I think it's outdated. We've had the same education system since Victorian times. Like practical stuff is a lot better anyway. So
It
baking's
is,
brilliant, but
yeah.
let 'em get stuck in. Would you like? I've got like a recipe page on our blog now. Would you mind if we got a gingerbread recipe off you afterwards?
Oh
You can
no,
send it me
yeah,
over,
yeah. I'll
and then
I'll give you the
listeners at
kids
home can.
recipe.
But people at home then can have maybe a little go with their kids or something. I'll have a go with Neve actually. I'll put a picture
Yeah.
up for you.
I think, do you know what it is though? Yeah, but I think they just love rolling things out, and then we've got like I've got all different shape cutters, and I think they just love doing those, like just doing those things. It's like a bit of a Play-Doh session, but you can eat it.
That's exactly what it is. Other than Shane, did you have any other help with the whole kind of operation?
Oh yeah, I have help from my amazing mom. To be honest, she is like not having her around is really hard. But she's the one who like looks after the kids, while I usually bake or go out and sell the cakes. But no, she's been like a backbone to all of this. But we did give Shane the option to stay at home and look after the kids. But he was like, yeah, I'll.
And if I didn't go, she may get set up by about 1 o'clock.
That's true. Usually when people rock up, it used to be like 9 o'clock. They used to tell me I had to be set up by 9 o'clock, and then it went to about 10. And then anybody who knows me gets there about 10:30 now. Anything is possible, and never give up on your dreams. Like it took me what we've been doing. Would it be 2 years, June, since we've been doing this? Like prior to that, I just thought it wasn't something possible again. I didn't know how I was going to cope being a parent and going out and just selling, being able to sell the cake. It is possible. But no, thank you. Thanks for this. It's been
No,
lovely.
yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant. I've kind of wanted to get you on for a little one, and things just don't work out, and then this seemed to be a good time because you seem to be doing so well. You kind of radiant positivity and happiness, and you bring in loads of treats not only to families across Birmingham but NHS staff as well. So I was like, gotta get Mary Ann. Obviously, we've spoke quite a few times when I've come to the market or over Instagram and stuff. So I just really wanted
Yeah.
to have you on, and
But
it's
no,
been
do you know
cool.
what? We just wanted to say that you've been so supportive, and we just wanted to say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You know.
I feel bad taking all this credit and Carl's getting none of it. But I couldn't do it without Carl either.
Well, do you know what it is? Do you know when you like usually stand next to somebody and you say, "Make me look thin"? Now I'm going to say to you, "Make me sound like really intelligent and not so much of a brummie." I'm joking, but no. Thanks a lot, though.